Hello guys, and welcome back to episode 44 of the TWIT. This week was Burnout. Burnout was the map, and the weapon was a glaive. Oh boy. And, I hadn't really paid attention to the player populations. I'm looking right now as I'm recording this, which is at 7:31 in the morning before I go to the gym. And they're not too good, I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, anyway, so this week was kind of controversial in a lot of ways. And I feel like a lot of my opinions about this week are probably not the same opinion a lot of people share. For me, I feel like, so this week we had new zones on this map because we've had Burnout before with zone control trials. And, well, I don't think we had new zones, we had new spawns, is what it was. We had new spawns, and with the I think we did have new zones as well, actually. The zones and spawns felt fine to me, though, is the moral of the story. We definitely had new spawns. That's 100%. I can't remember for some reason if we had new zones. I think we did. I'm pretty sure we did, because well, maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, we had new spawns for sure. So before, Alpha and Bravo team would spawn on either if we want to get super specific about the callouts, I would say they'd either spawn on, East Beach, or on West Cubby, or whatever, West Initial, that's what I would call it. And now what happens is you both spawn on West and East Beach. So you spawn right across from each other, and I personally enjoy that more. I don't see why people have a problem with it, because it makes the experience balanced, and I'm all for balance, personally. I have always disliked when the game, makes the spawns lopsided, like where one team spawns with map control and the other team is just left to fend for their lives while the other team just doesn't move because they don't have to. And there's a lot of maps in the game where that is the case. And you best believe when teams have map control, they're not going to move. So, because why should they? They have the advantage and they spawn with the advantage, and that's not something you had on this map. If you were to get the advantage, like zone control, you had to push for it, and that should be the way it is. You shouldn't spawn instantly with zone control, or map control. That shouldn't be the case. So I liked that both teams had equal opportunity to get those things. I think competitively, that's the way it should be. And I feel like if you don't like this, let me know if you didn't like the spawns, and if you didn't, why? Because I feel like I have a pretty good reason for liking them, and I feel like it's pretty hard to dislike it for the reason that I said, because objectively, it is a more competitive spawn, placement. It to me is better. Let me know in the comments how you guys feel about that. I personally thought it was great. Initially, I was kind of confused because, I don't know, I didn't understand what was happening. But after I got used to it, it made a lot of sense. You just kind of had to play the map differently because, obviously how do I say this? The player, flow was different because people were spawning in different places. There wasn't people spawning, all the way across the map on the inside anymore. They were just 67 meters in front of you. So 70 meters, not 7. I would say as well that for me, I feel like this week was pretty good. It could have been better, that's for sure, but I played with Golden Eagle all of the days of the week, and honestly, outside of being stream sniped, we didn't lose too many games. So that's I dropped a 3, which for me lately is pretty good because, God, it's tough, man. It is tough right now to be on mouse and keyboard and consistently drop a 3 or over a 3 when there is so many people either cheating or zimming, which to me is a lower form of cheating, or using Kronos or Resnow or something like that. It's so prevalent in the community and is normalized at this point, which is so bizarre to me because at one point everyone, I think about it, if you guys know, shout out to this person, but not to throw hate their way, but there was at one point not many zimmers in the community or people doing that shit. I'm eating a protein bar, sorry. There's not many zimmers in the community, and typically whenever people would find out someone was zimming or doing something like that, they'd go crazy on them. It would be pretty universal for people to not want to play with that person, not want anything to do with that person, and even if they're cheating, but it's gotten to the point where people just don't care, and they don't care because Bungie doesn't enforce the rules. for the most part. Like, there's a guy that's been cheating for like 3 or 4 months. Shout out to the boy, Landlord Larry 86. I think 86. I think those are the numbers. And, you know, he got a restriction. Like, he's been hardcore cheating for months, and he got a restriction. And I think he got it appealed. Maybe not. I've heard conflicting things on that. Regardless, he got a restriction, and I'm assuming it's an indefinite restriction till his account is fully reviewed. But the fact that he is not just like instantly banned a couple of days after hardcore cheating is like unreal. And it sucks that that's the case, because I mean, it kind of kills the integrity of the game. And as someone that plays the game for a living, you know, first of all, it kills my enjoyment, and it like makes it so hard to compete, because I have it as someone, you know, I'm going to operate within the TOS, because obviously this is what I do for a living, and I'm not going to risk anything to like, you know, jeopardize that. But there's some people that just do not have the same stakes that I have, and they're going to do anything they have to win, even if that is outside the TOS. And it's frustrating as someone that is doing everything the right way to see people do things the way they shouldn't be doing things, and then be allowed to do that and then have nothing done about it. And it kind of like makes me wonder to some degree if Bungie really cares about the things that are happening, or if it's just like they will do something if it gets really bad and it starts to like look poorly in the public image, but otherwise, as long as no one's really paying too much attention, they're just going to ignore it and like conserve resources. Mind you, it's not necessarily fair to say that about them, because they've done a lot. Like, they've sued several cheating companies and all that. And obviously, I'm sure they've banned, like, at this point, probably hundreds of thousands of cheaters. And it's an ongoing battle, but I wish that there was more done about it. And I'm sure everyone can attest to that they wish there was more done about it. The game ultimately is in a rough spot right now. It's having server issues all the time, pretty much like every week. Today's Tuesday, I'm gonna go to the gym. And when I get back from the gym, I'm gonna come home, eat some breakfast, I'm gonna take a shower, eat some breakfast, get on stream, try to do the solo flawless, Ghost of the Deep again on stream, and I'm probably gonna get air coated. Most likely, because I don't know, man, I just suspect it, you know? I don't know, it's like the game's having server issues all the time, and barely play the game, and then when you are able to play the game, you know, there's cheaters, there's zimmers, and then outside of people like breaking the TOS and just doing whatever they want, then you have the meta, which is just like a whole nother story. It's just an extra layer on the onion of suffering, and it's rough. But, you know, I'm gonna keep playing. This is what I do, so. But I say the things I say out of wanting things to get better, and kind of trying my best to point them out in the most constructive manner that I can. Anyway, we'll make that the video. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this week. I ultimately did. Obviously, I have some grievances with the game, the state of the game right now, and I think all of us do. It's something that's echoed very heavily in the community, and I'm sure Bungie sees that. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. I believe if you guys are interested in my Antaeus Arc Titan build that I've been using for the past couple weeks, probably almost a month at this point, it should be getting uploaded on Wednesday on it would be the 14th, wouldn't it? Yeah, the 14th. So anyway, I love you guys very much, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out. If you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as it helps out the channel a ton. Also, subs are greatly appreciated, because as of right now, 57% of my viewers are not subbed to the channel. In addition, if you'd like to come say hi to me live, I stream over on Twitch pretty much every day. And if you're looking to get into contact with me, I've got a Twitter, and I'm very active with it. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.